Hello, thank you so much for being here today. In this video, I'm going to show you how to paint a fall forest. So the trees are going from greens and they're turning into their colors of red, yellow, and orange, and I can't wait to show you how I painted this. So I'm going to start by dabbing some kind of watery washes of the colors that I want for the trees. So yellow, orange, red, I'm kind of placing them in random spots. I'm also making sure to place green because, like I said, I'm trying to show a changing forest, so there's still some green in those fall trees. Now I'm taking my oval mop, really dry and kind of frayed out with the bristles, and I'm patting around at the blotches of paint. This helps to really soften everything, blend everything, but it also gives that really airy texture on the outside where those frayed bristles are creating little speckles of paint. So I'm just continuing to add more colors on top, layering everything till I get the right shape that I want and the vibrancy of the colors that I want, the color placement that looks good to me. And then before those colors dry, I'm going in and patting with my oval mop brush that's still dry and just really softening out those edges. I'm also going in and adding a little bit of green because the darkness adds the contrast we need. It gives the illusion of shadows and it reminds us that there's still green foliage among these fall plants. So before this little bushel of colors dries, I'm going in and adding some dark kind of blue-green color for the branches and the trunks of the trees. Now I want that to bleed a little bit, not a crazy amount, and so that's why I'm not waiting till it dries all the way, but just making sure that you're getting just a really random variety of trunks and branches so that it looks really natural. I like to keep them really thin and everything just really light and flowy. And before the trunks of the tree dry, I want to take a swipe of color for the ground because we need to start grounding these trees to have a visual of where they're sitting. And I added a lot of fun colors because I like to keep things bright, but you can keep it really simple. I just like to do it before the trunks totally dry so that they bleed a little bit into the ground color. Now that the trees have dried a little bit, I want to go in and add just a little bit of darker color. Again, we really need contrast so that things don't just look like a big blob, right? So I'm adding the color where the original color was before, so I'm adding red where I saw red. And now before the ground totally dries, I just want to continue adding in more tree trunks that really blend in and give it a really nice effect. So now I'm just going to show you a time lapse of how I continued to go upward to create the forest around the little patch of trees we've already created. I used the exact same technique that I did on the bottom, continuing to fiddle with colors and shapes until it flowed right, till it looked realistic. You know, keeping in mind that trees are not going to all be on the same level, right? Some are going to go high, some lower, and it kind of varies. So don't be afraid to mix it up and be totally random, because that's kind of the point of nature. Once I added in the ground on this upper level, I also wanted to go through and kind of blend in some leaves on that lower level that overlap to give the appearance that it's in front. Once everything is mostly dry, you're going to want to go in and add a little bit more color for detail and contrast on some of the leaves. You're also going to want to add in detail with the tree trunks and the branches, and just really adding in that depth and contrast of color makes the painting really pop. And we're all finished. I hope this tutorial was enjoyable for you. I had a ton of fun creating this concept that I had an idea of the other day in my head. If you want more tutorials just like this, follow me here on YouTube or Instagram. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye.